What does that even mean, Bauer's Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review charged by BoardGameExchange.com, the internet's only board game rental website. Today I'm excited to be doing another special Kickstarter review for Goblins vs. Zombies from Jack Darwood Games. This is for 1 to 3 players, ages 7 up. It'll take you about 15 to 30 minutes to play this bad boy. And in Goblins vs. Zombies, you will be playing as goblins most of the time, trying to defend your village from heinous, brain-eating zombies who are actually kind of cute. Or sometimes you might actually be playing as the zombies trying to break through the goblins' defense and eat all of their brains. Sound interesting? Let's open it up and see how it plays. Alright, Goblins vs. Zombies. First and foremost, I want to mention this is a promotional copy of the game. When you get your game, it's not going to look like this. You're not going to have stuff coming out. This is just for me to review the game and let you guys know how it is. So when you get your Kickstarter copy of the game, it's going to look much nicer. But first and foremost, we got our handy-dandy rule booklet, 6 pages, double-sided. It will answer every question you have about the game, and you will need it, though. You definitely are going to be coming back to this quite often because there's 5 different game modes in the game. Next, you're going to get your counters, which are going to keep track of how much damage different zombies have taken. Because some zombies, they take a lot of damage. Most of them you'll use 1 or 2 on, but sometimes you might need to throw down 10 damage on a guy before you can finally kill him. So that's what those are. These are slow trackers because some of these zombies are fast zombies, which means they'll move 2 spaces instead of just 1 space. However, you can slow them down. If you slow them down, then boom, you throw that on them, and now they are slow, which is very helpful. Next, you're going to get cards, and more cards because this is a card game. You're going to get 2 main kinds of cards. Actually, I lied because I'm a liar. You're going to get 4 kinds of games. 4 times of cards. First and foremost, I'm going to point out these 2 because I really don't need to get too much into it. You're going to get your A1 and your A2 cards. These are there to help you remember where your field is because zombies are going to be coming at you like this, trying to break into your village, which will be down here going through the field. So they'll start at A3, then they'll go to A2, A1, and then they'll be in your village. A2 is very, very nice and an ingenious idea, I at least think so, because it has all of the actions that you're going to need to take during your turn listed right there. Absolutely spectacular use of a card. Thumbs up. Next you have down here the Guardian. He's a very interesting little fella. So if stuff has hit the fan and you're about to lose the game, you can set off the Guardian and he will help you out drastically. He'll kill a bunch of zombies, but the catch with the Guardian is as soon as you use him, you flip him over, or if you still want to remember it's A1, you just remember you use the Guardian, and now you can no longer use him. So pretty much once he is an escape valve, it's going to help you out drastically. The other 2 kinds of cards you're going to use, and you're going to be using a lot of them, are the zombies down here and the goblins. So how these work are, we'll look at the zombies first. On this side, you're going to have a basic zombie. He is going to take 1 point of damage. If he gets 1 point of damage, he's going to die. You also notice there's a G right here, which means he is on the ground. Now, there's some numbers down here. It says A3/A2 he moves. So if he's in A3, then he is going to move, and that is what he will do. If he's in A2, then he will move. If he's in A1, then he's going to attack you, and then he's going to enter into your base, and you lose the game. But that's not all, because on the back of all these are different zombies. Sometimes there's events, too, but really not going to get into that too much. So on the back, we have a sorcerer zombie. He is a bad mamma jamma. Why? He only takes 2 damage, which isn't that big a deal, but he's a flying zombie. And killing flying zombies, let me tell you, that is just, it's annoying. But he's a flying zombie, which means you're not always going to be able to kill him with some of your standard goblins you have. You're going to have to be able to shoot him down. But likewise, he still has the A3 and A2 he moves. And then he's going to move. And instead of attacking, he just enters. So if you don't kill him and he gets to right here, you lose the game. But those are the zombies. Next, you're going to have your goblins. I really like how the goblins are done, because on this side, you have a goblin. He's a flag bearer. He doesn't do anything. You're going to be putting your goblins down here. You're going to be placing them down here. He doesn't cost anything to place because, as you can see, he has a 0 right here. So how this works is, if he's down here, normally at the end of your turn, you're going to get 1 card. When the sun rises and you have survived, you will get 1 card. However, if you have a goblin down here with the goblin flag, the flag bearer, you will get 2 cards. If you have 2 goblin flag bearers, you will get 3 cards. But they don't actually help you that much. They're pretty much just little meat shields, and they can't attack anybody. So it stinks to have them there, but at the same time, you need to have them there so you can gain the valuable cards you will need. But, like the zombies, if you flip it over, oh, we got a special, look at this, Goblin Twin Crossbows, or X-Bows guy. He cost 5 cards to play, so he's very expensive. But I'm assuming he probably has an awesome power. He actually does. He deals 1 damage to the nearest ground zombie in your field, and deals 1 to a ground zombie in another field. So essentially, if you had a zombie here and a zombie here, he is going to shoot this zombie and shoot this zombie as long as they are both ground zombies. But that dreaded flying sorcerer zombie, he doesn't hurt at all. So you're going to need a nice mixture of goblins down here. So I'm going to go through a real quick mock hand so you can see how it plays. We're just going to play. We're going to play solo. Well, we're going to play. It's a little bit tricky. I'm just going to show you how the game works, pretty much. So first, we're going to start off. We got our Goblin Arrival. So what you have, you're going to have your 4 goblins, which you are going to be dealt, and you can put up to. You may have up to 3 of them down here. So let's see what I got. I got a Goblin Slingshot, which is nice, but I can't afford it because it costs 5. I got a Goblin Bomb, which is really nice, but it costs 6. I got another Goblin Big Shot, which costs 5, and a Goblin Rock Thrower, which causes 2. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to afford this 6 anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get, you know what? No, actually, I've got 2 Goblin Big Shots. So I'm going to put this guy down here, and he's going to gain me 1 card every single time. Next, I am going to, let's see, which one do I want to play? I will play this Goblin Rock Thrower. So he's down here now too, but in order to play him, I need to discard 2 cards, and well, unfortunately, that's going to be these 2 cards. So now I have someone who's going to help me attack, and what he does is he deals 1 to a ground zombie in your field. So any ground zombie here I can attack. Right now we don't have any. And then we have somebody who's going to get me extra cards. So next you've done your Goblin Arrival. Next you do your Goblin Action. So if there were a zombie on my field, he would attack him. But since there's no zombies, we don't do anything. Next, we have the Zombie Action, which means we give each zombie in your field an action. But since we don't have a goblin or a zombie in our field, well, we don't do anything. Next, you're going to do your Zombie Arrival. This means you're going to draw 1 zombie card, put it face up on your field, and as we notice, we have our Sorcerer Zombie, which is really bad news. If it's an event, you're going to resolve the event, whatever it may be. Some are good, some are bad. But since we don't have that, we don't have to worry about it. And he stays right there. He doesn't move his first turn, except for special zombies. And then the sun is going to pop up. So when the sun pops back up, you're going to draw 1 card, 1 goblin card, as I mentioned, every single time. And then you're also going to draw 1 card for each goblin you have down here that is that side up. So we're going to do that. You can have up to 9 cards in your hand. I've never had 9 cards in my hand. It'd be amazing. But anywho, so we move back on. Now we have Goblin Arrival, which means I can put more goblins down here. Unfortunately, I don't have any goblins that are going to help me right now. So you know what? I'm going to put this guy down, and now we have 2 down here. So I'm going to be gaining more cards next time. Next, we have our Goblin Action, which means he should be helpful, right? No, because he has a G. He only hurts the ground zombies. So, like I said, these guys really kind of stink. So he can't do anything. So we have our Zombie Action. And his action right here, since he is an A3, he's going to move to A2, and he's right there, a step closer to killing us, which is always bad. And then we have another zombie arrive. And we have the Paladin Zombie, who is, let me just say, that's, you know what, we're not going to get into that, because that's a really bad Mama Jamba of a zombie. Next, we have our Zombie Squad, who is another bad thing. I'm probably not going to win this game. This game can be very, very difficult, but luckily, I could kill both these with this Guardian if I wanted to. But anywho, the sun has come back up now that our zombies have arrived and they've taken their action, and I get 3 cards. So you're going to keep doing this until either A, you kill all the things, Actually, in this mode, you're really just learning how to play the game, but normally you would have this bad boy right here, the Zombie King, who would be doing a bunch of different stuff, and you would be trying to kill him by putting the different damage markers on him. But I'm really just playing the tutorial mode so you can see how the game is played. But that, in a nutshell, is how Goblins vs. Zombies is played. Holy moly! Goblins vs. Zombies from Jack Darwin Games. One of my final thoughts. Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, starting on the con side, the game's not going to be for everyone. It is a light strategy game. It'll take about 15 to 30 minutes, as I mentioned. So it's not going to set the world on fire with, hour, 2 hour long, strategy games where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know which card to play. This is such a hard decision. You're not going to be pulling your hair out and that sort of thing. And some people like that. I personally like that style of game, but I like this style of game as well. Also, so the zombie theme is going to turn some people off. Zombies are like dead horses; they just keep getting beat and beat and beat and beat. But I will say, the artist and the creator of this game took a completely 180 turn on the artwork in this game. They're not your typical scary, bloody zombies. They're actually very cartoony zombies, as you saw in the video, and I really did like the artwork, which I'll get to in the pros. The last con I have, this is a big nitpick, obviously, is that I will argue that it says there's 5 game modes, but I really think there's 4 game modes, and one of them is just the tutorial, but that's a very small nitpick. On to the pros, though. The tutorial is very well done. It will teach you how to play the game very easily. You'll get about halfway through the game and be like, wow, this is kind of, then you'll be like, oh, that's because this is actually the tutorial. It's not really a game mode per se, but like I said, it's a small nitpick. Also, I love the artwork in this game. I really, really did enjoy it. You're looking at most zombies, and you're like, oh, that's scary, and then this, you're like, oh, that's not scary. And it says ages 7 and up. If you can teach your 7-year-old to play this, I think you're going to have a lot of fun, and they're really going to love this art style. This art style needs to be on t-shirts. I love both the goblins and the zombies in this game. They look very, very cute. I really did like the art style. Also, I enjoyed the game a lot. There's 5 different game modes. I will argue there's 4 different game modes, but the 4 different game modes are very diverse, and they offer different flavor for each one. Now, some of them are better than the others, but I enjoyed all 4 game modes. I, in particular, like the one where you have to work cooperative and then beat the big boss. I also like the solo game mode a lot. I'm a big solo gamer. If you like solo games, this is definitely one to check out because it is a lot of fun solo. It's very challenging when you got double the zombies coming at you. Overall, Goblins vs. Zombies is definitely a game you need to check out on the Kickstarter link below because it is a lot of fun. It's worth your time, and I do believe it is worth your money. If you do check it out, tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was the review for Goblins vs. Zombies. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. Also, check out the BoardGameExchange.com, the nationwide board game rental service.